All right, yo, 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 it's your boy Yoshi Kid Neo, and we are back. Oh shit, my arm just disappeared. There we go. With more D&D in the world of Boridil, the ruination of Boridil. And today's session should be fairly straightforward. I've made a tomb map, filled it with a couple puzzles. I've got 3 puzzles in this thing. In reality, they only need to solve one of them to continue with the story. But if they solve all 3 of them, they're gonna get some cool stuff. And then there's an optional, optional like sphere of darkness kind of thing that's gonna pop in that will unleash something bad. Probably, I don't know. I haven't really exactly figured it out, but it's definitely I've figured it out. I just didn't want to say it. But I figured out it's going to be pretty bad. So we'll see what they do about that. But their whole goal is to get in here and get this sapphire right here in the middle. Looks like I need to go to landing page. But should be a good time. Excellent. There we go. And we'll go ahead and hop into it. Okie. Well, once Kevin is undeafened, we will begin. I wonder why he's... Hold on. I'm gonna go check out his stream. He's probably doing that stream starting soon bullshit.
Damn.
No, he's there.
Hello. Hello
There he
there.
is.
Oh.
He's doing some weird shit. What the fuck?
How's it hanging?
Why is he in the galaxy?
Well, I gotta set this thing up real
Hold on,
quick.
is he in like the
I
No Man's
say,
Sky loading
it's
screen? What the
getting
fuck?
hot
What's he
in
doing?
here.
Erica, you see this shit?
Let's take off
Yep.
all
What's
our
he doing?
clothes.
And now he's talking about taking his clothes off because it's hot. I don't even know what that means.
I know you are. Hey.
Yeah, hold on. I'm gonna make his ass.
I'll let it
What?
get
Let's
to
see.
you,
What do we
man. I'll
got?
let it get to you.
What do we got? I got 500 points.
Let me go ahead and do that.
I can't make him do push-ups yet.
This.
You know what I'm gonna
Oh,
do?
he took it off.
I need to unmute.
Did he? He was tired
Yeah.
of doing it.
Here we go.
Hurry, TF up.
I'm here, you piece of shit.
Oh.
He's back.
I'm here, you piece of shit.
I want to hear the text to speech.
Hello.
Hello.
I want to hear the text to speech.
Hello.
It didn't work.
It didn't work.
Yo, that's a scam. You better
Yeah.
I
refund
told
me.
you it was down, Kevin.
Yeah, it was it was working when I was in Erica's chat.
Yeah, you better refund me that 200 points and let me.
Hey, you
make
can refund
do
yourself.
fucking-
You're a mod.
Oh shit!
Alright,
Yo, I got unlimited make you do push-ups. Oh shit!
no, you not. I will take away them privileges, huh? Them privileges.
It'd be fun. But anyway, welcome, Kevin. How are you?
I am surviving. I'm good.
Interesting. But I believe it. I'm also surviving.
Yeah.
All right, well, let's go ahead and get into it. So, last session, you guys were leaving Ndarog's lair, heading to a tomb of what you have been told was the tomb of the former king of the orcs. As you guys were making your way, your good friend Durgum was a little concerned about this trip. felt that it was probably better to go ahead and head towards Krago, get out of this whole area. He's very uncomfortable with the thoughts of you guys coming out relatively unscathed. I think Tolktir took quite a bit of damage from the fight because of burrowing Drake hound thingies. But he was figuring that perhaps maybe the dragon let you guys go as a sort of way to bait out the silver dragon, because Durgum could smell the blue dragon scent on you guys, so he knew that the reverse would be the same. But it wasn't the way things went. You guys got on Durgum's back and he started flying, but not before he had a little bit of a shouting match with Jimothy, which ended up just allowing them to kind of settle some things about name calling and how it makes Durgum feel. He's not appreciative of it. So he ended up agreeing to take you guys to the tomb since he didn't feel immediately threatened, although he felt that his life was always in danger being around you guys. And as you guys got to the tomb, he did the same thing. He covered himself in sand and hid while you guys went and did whatever it is you needed to do inside. As you guys started to head down the pathway, the pathway into the crypt, deeper into the crypt, you saw light coming from deep within the tunnel. So you started to try to be quiet, but unfortunately, with some really shitty rolls, enough sound was emitted through the echoey tunnel that a voice had called out, "Come on out, we have heard you and are aware of your presence." And that is the voice of your new friend, maybe, of Lid. A turtle, unlike anything you've ever seen or heard about. In fact, none of you have actually ever seen a turtle, but you have heard about them. So this is your first time meeting a turtle. It's pretty neat. He seems very, what is it called? Unique, for sure. But he's got this very distinct accent. Not exactly sure as characters where the hell it would come from. But he has told you that he has lived a very, very long time. And he's currently searching through this tomb to find as many secrets of the old Cyrodiil Empire that he can, as well as any type of history, maybe forms of items, tablets of knowledge, and just whatever lore he can find, so that he can try to bring it to the world in remembrance of the Cyrodiil Empire. In your talks, you ended up meeting pretty much your old characters, so that was pretty interesting. At least I thought it was, but whatever. Anyway, Lid had requested only one thing from you all as you made your way down into the tomb. Since you guys were going to be getting there first and they were still excavating the tunnel, he requested that on your way back, if you find anything of interest, that he would like to be able to see it. He wants to look it over and see if it's something that is noteworthy for a museum that he's trying to get put together at some point in time. Other than that, he's also established a connection with Lightbringer, so that at some point in time, he can help you to cross over into the Shadowfell to save your daughter. That is, of course, if you help him out with something at a later time as well. So, that is where we left off our session, as you guys were heading into the tomb, and you were getting to the actual the actual entrance. We don't need that, and we need that. Is everyone's vision working? Lightbringer, you should only have like 5 feet of vision, and everybody else should have, I think, 60. So you should be able to see pretty far.
We see down hall.
Alright, so as you guys get to the bottom of the tunnel, there's an archway of marble. And as you start to walk through it, the first thing that you notice is there are 2 hallways, one forward and one to the right. To your left, there's a very nice desk that has a bunch of tomes on it, as well as an unlit candle and an inkwell.
Looking at the table.
Any goodies?
Yeah, can we explore the table?
Yes. All of you can roll a investigation check as you're looking through the table.
I chopped the table in half.
Whoa! Oh!
So the table's been utterly destroyed and you find nothing because of Jimmy. I'm just joking.
Hey,
No, so let's see. So, yeah, the biggest thing of note that all of you see is that there is an open book. As you're going over to look at it, who all speaks Orcish? I know Babushka does.
Not me.
Oh, yes.
Remember, let me check. I don't think so, though.
That module's not working anymore. I think they haven't updated it, so yeah, I'm pretty sure Babushka is the only one that speaks Orcish.
I can read. Or speak.
Oh, so yeah, I don't see it no more. So you're saying that's gone. The language section of it?
No. The like, I see your languages. You don't have Orcish. I'm saying that module that I could like type something in a language and it would show up for you guys. That doesn't exist anymore.
Damn, that was pretty cool.
Yeah, hopefully one day they update it, but we'll see. Anyway, so as you guys are looking around, Babushka, you are able to read this open book, and I assume you start going through it. While that's happening, while you're reading it, the rest of you are looking at these things, and you can't make heads or tails of any of the writing of what it is. You start looking through the little books, flipping through pages, and all of it looks like gibberish. You start looking at the books on the shelves, and all of them are gibberish as well. But Babushka, you, as you're starting to read, it's, I guess, a manifesto of who all is buried down here. And you read quite a few names, but none of them, from what you're reading, from what you know of your people, none of them sound Orcish at all. They're all Prince or King Rakim, Nabella. I forget what Rakim's father's name was, but you eventually get to the section of Rakim's reign over the Zerodel Empire, and it starts to talk about how he was a Luxodon, and how he had essentially not only caused a divide between the Orcs and the Luxodon, who had lived in harmony through the Zerodel Empire's years, but he was also able to repair it and bring back the friendship that was thought to be there the whole time, uniting the two people, the two essentially nomadic ways of life, into one single unified empire. And it goes over his exploits and things like that, how Rakim was able to quell the rebellion of the orcs when it was found out that the Luxodon Empire was secretly poisoning the orcs to make them more submissive to them. He was able to fend off the Titanian Empire from invading their land in these times of troubles with the help of none other than Nindarog. And then it talks about a sapphire of great power that ultimately brought the Zerodel Empire through all of these difficult times. And at the very end of the tome, it says, Rakim's alive. And I'll spell out his name for you.
Okay.
There it is. And I would assume Babushka maybe just reads that all out loud, so all of you know what it is. Unless she wants it to be a secret, your choice.
No, I read aloud, but do not retain the information.
That makes sense. Babushka reads it and says, I don't even remember who this was about. For the rest of you, as she's reading, I'm assuming you keep going through the drawers and things like that. You find a bunch of rolled up scrolls and things of such. One of them, as you're starting to look through it, Trina and Tolktir, you guys end up finding a spell scroll.
Ooh.
And Tolktir, because this is on your spell list, you're able to figure out that this is the spell scroll of Maximilian's Earthen Grasp, which I will make all of you an observer, so you should be able to see it. If you go to the items tabs, I'm pretty sure it should just be in the items folder. That'll tell you what the spell description is, but because it is a wizard spell, you'll be able to copy it in your spell book at a later time, Tolktir. Otherwise, Lightbringer is walking around like it's dark as fuck. Does Lightbringer light a torch or anything?
Yeah. I'll go ahead and I had a torch in my hand, and I just go ahead and just pull it out, just like, I like the gift, but it's gonna be better.
Oop. Change that color real quick.
Oh, I was muted. I tell Trina what it is, and I'm excited.
It's fun.
There we go. So now you should be able to see a lot better, Lightbringer.
Oh. Ooh.
And Babushka, as you're starting to look through some of the other books and things like that, a lot of them are pretty much the history of the Zerodel Empire. Each one of these books essentially is written about 50 years of the time of the entire dynasty, starting from its very creation. So it's a very nice record of the Zerodel Empire. As Lightbringer moves to that position, I need... Where is it? I need a strength check at disadvantage. So the rest of you, actually I guess, yeah, Trina, since you're not like currently involved with the books or anything, as Lightbringer gets to that point, you just watch as he sort of like is walking, looking around with his torch, and his torch goes out. As his torch goes out, you watch as he starts to sort of float up in the air. And because of that stealth or that strength roll right there, Lightbringer, you are currently suffocating as you are sort of suspended in the air. What you're feeling, Lightbringer, is some sort of strange liquid has its grasp on you. You will take... currently take 8.
That was so cool.
Oh, my dice. 8 acid damage.
I'm gonna let everyone know that he's in trouble.
Booby traps.
I can't reach him.
So is he just
First, can I reach him?
As you guys get closer, roll me perception check. Trina sees this as a very strange phenomenon.
Ooh.
So does Jim and Tolk's here. And Babushka. And no, currently you can't reach him. You'll have to get a little bit closer to be able to outstretch your arms onto him.
Mage hand?
Whoa.
Jimothy, as you walk
those
further,
are hard to see. Oh, they're
as you walk a little
dice.
bit further,
DM
I need a strength check at disadvantage from you as well. So, Jimothy, as you're walking forward, you feel this invisible liquid start to grasp you, but with your strength, you're able to pull back. And now at this point, you start to notice the sort of not invisible, but translucent sort of gel that is suspended in this walkway that currently has its grasp on Lightbringer. Lightbringer, you can give me a strength check at disadvantage.
Jim like starts kind of like muttering.
Lightbringer takes 14 acid damage.
Come.
Can we mage hand him through?
Your mage hand touches a surface and isn't able to penetrate this goo.
Can anybody hear me?
Yes, we can hear you.
Can you hear me? Can you hear me?
Yes,
no?
We can hear you as well.
Okay, I'm sorry. My thing's just not responding. It's not lighting up, so.
What does Lightbringer's Constitution say? Score? His modifier?
2, I think. Yes.
The 1 round has passed.
Can I, so like, am I able to act after not being swallowed by the cum
Correct.
monster? Can I try and grab Lightbringer down?
So since you can see it, but the rest can't, this is what it currently looks like. He's in the back portion of the cube, so unless you were to swim inside of him, you wouldn't be able to get out or get him out.
I see. I thought there was...
you see it, yeah.
An ooze coming from the the ceiling.
No,
there's not.
There's,
he's in a cube of...
Correct.
I would like to attack the cube and try and carve him out.
Okay. Go ahead and
this cube.
And as Three-Toed Jim makes a strike against this cube, the rest of you can finally see it for what it is. It is this large
And I'd like to do this recklessly, in case I crit, which I did. Fuck yeah.
Very nice.
Man, 11 for an additional 3d12 is a rough roll.
So the cube you see as Jimothy goes in for his first attack, he slices down it, and there's a bunch of splattering on the wall. You still have your other parts of the attack action. That one hits.
Yeah, that's all I'll
Throw
do.
an Eldritch Blast at it that won't hit Lightbringer. See what it does.
We'll do it this way. So Tolktir, the top of the round, what would you like to do? And we'll keep your
Ray of Frost.
Okay. Let's see, Ray of Frost. That will hit.
And I made my turn. Well, actually, I don't know. Can I walk back over the table, pick up the candle?
Sure.
Yeah. And I take that candle and put it in my bag.
All right.
Did you blow it out first?
Trina, your turn.
Yes.
The candle wasn't lit.
Oh, is that one? Oh.
Ooh!
Brady.
Excellent. Did you
That
like
was
that? Wasn't that
beautiful.
neat?
Cool.
Mm-hmm.
I love the splat.
All right. So as your friends come to your rescue, Lightbringer, eventually you feel the vibrations of the ooze, and there's this large sort of like implosion, and it just starts to rain ooze from the ceiling. And as this is happening, you fall down and you start gasping for air.
You okay, Lightbringer?
I'm not going in first no more. Screw this.
Well, you forgot an important rule. Booby traps.
As you start walking around again, obviously your torch is soaked.
Oh.
Oh, right there.
Into another one.
Hey, could one of you prestidigitate this?
I help clean them.
One thing you notice though about Lightbringer is that yes, he is a little damp, but he is very clean from head to toe.
Oh.
That acid damage, as it was eating you, also cleaned the shit out of you. And as you look, you start to notice that a lot of this tomb, there's hardly any dirt, dust, or grime that you can notice. Everything is very immaculately clean, to include Lightbringer at this point, and Jimothy's hand.
Interesting.
You killed the vacuum.
Did I get bleached?
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, please tell me he has like the Justin Timberlake hair that's totally bleached.
Frosted tips.
Yep.
Yeah, you've got some frosted tips. How about
tips.
that? Except for only. So once your torch gets lit, obviously no one with dark vision can see color. But as the torch lights up, you guys notice that Lightbringer's hair is a different color in certain patches, and it's very uneven as well. It's actually really awful.
Oh no, Lightbringer.
Yeah, dude.
Your hair.
How long
hair.
have you gone with the hair?
I hope
What's
you
wrong?
like being blonde in patches.
What? The hell? What the hell?
Oh, hold on, now hold on. I pull out my steel mirror and show him.
Lightbringer, you see your tragedy of a haircut.
Do you want me to shave it off?
You stay the hell away from me. The hell?
All right.
You guys go first.
Next
I'm
time I
gonna
won't
go
come save you.
Up here. Can I
pull out-
see? Is there anything suspicious in this corner?
Go ahead
That's
and
suspicious.
you can roll me
Perception?
perception. So as you walk around, from what you see in this room, as you see unlit, sort of like unlit torches in the, essentially the surrounding parts of the wall from the entrances to this room. You do see a coffin, and you see a pedestal with an urn on it. You also see some other pottery that's sitting around, but otherwise this room is just extremely clean.
I'd like to investigate the coffin.
Okay.
I break the pottery.
Those
see if
sound like
anything's in
famous
it.
last words, man.
So Babushka, you bust the pot, and as it explodes, because of how old it is, inside of it is a bunch of ash that goes and starts spreading around in that area.
Oh no.
Alexa.
Was it somebody?
That's weird.
Oops.
I never would have expected that to happen.
Sorry, may you rest in pieces.
As for the coffin, as you're looking it over, it doesn't seem to be decorated in any sort of fancy way. But what you do see is next to the coffin are a bunch of different, I guess, weapons. Like there's a couple of daggers, and there's a piece of leather armor at the foot of the coffin. On the top of it, you do see, as you start to sort of like look a little bit over the lid, and as Babushka joins you, you both notice some scribbling in the same text format as before in Orcish. Babushka, as you read it, you can read, "Here lies the fallen soldiers of the Zerodel Empire, always ready to heed King Rakim's last order. Rakim's alive."
Rakim's alive.
We get it. No.
So he's going to need these, huh? I can't take them. He come back, he look for them. See, I have them. I probably not take.
Tolktir
I mean, they
and
don't
Jimothy,
say they're
I need
Rakims.
a strength save at disadvantage. Tolktir, you become engulfed, and Jimothy, you also become engulfed by a cube as it slowly is making its way towards the ashes, the ashen pot that Babushka just made explode all over the place.
Can we... Okay, I was gonna say, can we free move now or not? Okay.
So real quick, whoa, what all just happened? Oh, whoops, let me end combat real quick. Yeah, I clicked on the roll button. So everyone roll your initiatives.
Oh, I have such a good roll.
No, your initiative stays.
Oh, okay.
I have to see how much acid damage they take as well. I need a roll from Tolktir.
Oh, my bad. I can only roll, right?
Yeah, you're rolling for initiative.
Oh, sorry.
Oh shit, why did it do that? Alright, so let's see real quick how much damage you guys take. But otherwise, you can take your turns as normal. So both of you take 6 acid damage. Oh, did it hold on. What is happening?
Yeah, it redid it. It redid it.
Hold on, I'll just update everybody's. Got a 19. Update. Lightbringer had a 16.
Acid's different from poison, correct?
Acid is different than poison, yes.
Okay, that's what I thought.
Cube had a 2. Cube had a 5. That was weird. That was a little finicky. I don't know why it did that. Dim had a 22.
Porky.
Ushka had a 9. Or no, a 6.
I was
Vulture
number
had
3. Yeah, 19.14. I was 3rd.
I'm still getting there.
I don't know how do we get the point, like the decimal values?
That decimal value is for tiebreakers.
Okay.
So like your 19.14 loses to Trina's 19.16 because she has a higher dex score. That's all it is. So yes, top of the round, Jimothy.
What can I do?
You're just restrained. So you can do everything. You're suffocating and you are restrained. Whatever you would normally be able. Correct, yes, with a strength saving throw.
I'll try that.
You break out of it. So you pop out to the, as you bust out of the cube.
That action is to escape, right? So
Correct.
I don't have an option.
That is correct. You have your bonus action and that's it.
So I'll just kind of like wait here and see what happens.
Okay, Trina, your turn.
Same thing, and attack with some Eldritch Blast.
Okay.
Please attack.
These are at disadvantage with the ooze being 5 feet near you. Oh look, it applied that on its own. That's awesome. They all hit anyway, so good job.
I'm gonna back up to like this corner. Get away.
The cube in front of you will make a pseudopod attack against you. Opportunity attack. It misses.
Can I use my Doomsayer on it?
Yeah.
Hold on, I have to check because it's technically an inanimate object, right? Does it count? Does it feel fear?
What does the?
I mean, it says one creature.
Yeah, a creature. So.
I mean,
if it
it
said
counts,
that it didn't
right?
work, yeah, it's a creature.
Okay, cool. Then I will roll for Doomsayer damage on the one in front of me. Oh, it wasn't supposed to automatically do it, but yeah.
All right, Tolktir.
So, I can't say anything right now, can I?
That is correct. So any spell that requires verbal components, you cannot cast.
Is a no-go. So, I will have to just... And this thing isn't water, it's a gelatinous cube, so... I think the only thing I can do is make a strength check, to be honest.
Yeah, and since you're not caught off guard, you're not doing it at disadvantage this time.
Struggle. Tolktir, you struggle. Tolktir hits itself in confusion.
Break out of it is... Yep. Alright, cool. You make it.
Oh, cool.
Wait, hold up. Hey, man, Why was I getting disadvantaged the entire time I was trying to get that trim save?
You only had it the one.
No. It happened twice.
Did I say it? My bad, dude. It's been a long week.
Oh no.
I'm tired.
Alright. I'm about to roll up on this thing and
I'll give you
We're
4
going-
HP.
we're going to swing. Well, obviously first I'll like prop the torch against like a vase, one of these vases,
Okay, yeah, that's fine.
and then I'll run up and swing twice.
So first one misses, second one hits, and as it hits, it paints the walls with the ooze's gel, and you watch
Cool
as
beans.
it slowly starts cleaning, sizzling against the marble.
All right, and I will make paste this back again. I'm assuming we're going. Yeah, we're going chill. We're going to chill here.
Okay. All right, Babushka.
Okay.
Oh, actually, this one is dead since
he
it
right
took the Doomsayer now.
which
The
one?
first one in front of Tolktir, it did explode as Lightbringer hit it,
Oh,
and the Doomsayer triggered, which made the implosion. Instead of more contained in that spot, it turned it into an explosion, which sends the gel raining upon all of you. It just starts cleaning a little bit. It's not enough to hurt, but you do see the sizzling as it touches your skin.
I try to get it to land on my head.
More of your hair
hair?
starts to bleach.
Yeah, I start rubbing it in there. God damn it! Remember, if I have it like this, I might as well go all out.
Okay.
You could dip your head in that other cube.
Not a good idea.
What happened?
I don't know. I saw a bunch of rolls, and then I saw the Needle of Mending come out once and delete itself and do it again. But I think you hit it twice, because it definitely took away HP twice, so that's good. That's good. So you go in for 2 hits, and you start to carve away.
Oh, was it only 2? Yeah. Okay.
Yeah, you
That one
probably
can't.
need another.
Oh.
Or wait. -10.
Only 2 of the 3 hit, is what you're saying.
Yes.
Okay, gotcha.
And I think the reason it did that, did you like click it really quickly in succession? By chance?
It's possible. One at a time, slowly, okay.
I think, yeah, I think if you do it like da 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 da, like it doesn't show us the rolls because it's trying to output the damage of the roll, so it skips it for some reason. So yeah, just a wee bit slower.
Just a wee bit slow. Gotcha.
This cube will begin to move forward. So if Jimothy wants to do an opportunity attack on it, it can.
The doy.
The noise.
I clicked it.
It'll be there.
Well,
It'll end up moving out of Babushka's range as well if she wants to do an opportunity attack as well.
Oh? Yes, please.
In Lightbringer, you being super close, you see the sizzling better than everyone else as it essentially just heaves over and melds into the pots, the fractured pot. And you watch as the ashes start to disintegrate into the cube, pretty much vaporizing themselves. And it does attempt to clean this whole area, so as it starts to get over you, I need a strength saving throw. This one's not a disadvantage.
Alright.
13, you make it out. So it instead...
His roll went through? The heck?
Yeah, his roll went through.
During that whole process, I'll try to dip my head in real quick.
You dig it in, and patches start to form of bleached hair. But as it starts to engulf you, you pull away, not allowing it to do so. I'm assuming you do a Craven Edge attack, Timothy. I could roll it for you if need be.
Yeah. I'm gonna try clicking now that I restarted.
I wonder if it's because you're...
Here we go.
Oh, there you go.
Here's the needle.
I broke it. I had to restart.
I wonder if it's oh. I wonder if it's because you had to target it. So in combat, I think one of the mods I've got, if you're not targeting the creature, it doesn't just roll stuff.
Oh, because we were out of combat the first time. I see.
Yeah. Okay.
Phew.
Cool. So you both hit it, and it comes over here, and it tries to engulf Lightbringer, but it fails. So now top of the round, it is Jimothy's turn.
I waltz over to this old fella here and give her the old 1-2 with the battle axe.
Wait.
Pop, pop.
Pop, pop, indeed. It is barely hanging on. Karina.
Pop, pop. Oh, interesting. So now we actually have to target everything now.
Yes. It was great. Excellent.
As it explodes, Lightbringer still tries to catch one on his head. Catch a little bit on his head.
Yeah, as it starts raining gel, Lightbringer's over here doing like a fucking Dove commercial, shower commercial or something. Like, he's dipping his hands into it and rubbing it through his hair, and his whole body's glistening because he hasn't dried off just yet.
Wow.
Tolktir, he attempts to charm you. I'm just
Long flowing locks.
Yes.
Yeah, Lightbringer flicks his hair real quick and then looks at Tolktir. Maybe it's Maybelline.
Fabio looking ass.
Try not to make things dirty. It seems like they were just going after the ashes, right, Lightbringer?
Yep. So they are the cleaners of these dungeons, it seems.
So Trina, on that pedestal you see, there is an urn. The lid is off of it, and inside of it you see what looks to be water.
Is there a weird smell?
As you sniff it, it doesn't smell like anything different from normal water. Maybe
There's no
old.
engravings on the pedestal or anything?
There are, but you can't read them, as is tradition in this tomb.
I think
Hey,
you should
Babs?
drink it. Drink it.
Huh? Yes?
Can you read? Is this the language that you understand?
Oh, yeah.
And it in fact is. It is in Orcish, and it says, "This water cleanseth the sins of those that have lain here. Rakim's alive."
Drink it. Drink it. Drink it. Drink it.
I don't know. It says cleanses. We probably shouldn't drink it.
Drink it. Drink it. Drink it.
Drinky. No drinky, boo.
No, drink it. Drink it.
At least lick it.
A little tongue dip.
Yeah.
You dip your tongue in it?
Oh, no.
Careful what you say.
Hey,
We have a container to put in? Or...
I'm just gonna leave it.
I have a vial.
Oh.
But
That
is it
cube
on
might
me?
come back.
Yeah. Well,
So,
He's
as
alive.
you guys are deciding that, south of your location, you see two crypts that are decorated with some type of chiseled carving on the outside, on the lid of it. You also see a faint glowing coming from the floor.
hold on. Wait, hold on.
Did you say
Going on.
crypts? Like
Crips?
Yeah,
Like
like,
crypts?
What about Bloods?
Crips?
no.
how can we
bloods.
tell we can't see color?
Oh,
'Cause
man.
it looks like a
You
light.
can't see color.
Well,
Lightbringer
is it
has a
supposed
What
to
do
be
torch.
blue or
you
red?
mean?
So is it blue or red?
I am going to get this bad boy out.
Well, it looks
Nice.
just white, right? Because of dark vision.
I mean, I
Well,
do have
no,
a torch.
yeah,
You
he's got a
guys
torch
should be able
out.
to see it.
Oh, you have the torch.
What
Okay.
do
I got a
you
bullseye
mean you can't see
lantern.
the color?
But I can't move that. That's not where I wanted it.
I
was gonna put it in my
made it
mage
on your
hand.
character.
Okay.
Lost.
Where are the lights, Brady?
They're coming from south of you.
Okay. I'm gonna come over here then. And is this in the language we keep seeing?
Correct, yep. So,
Babs!
Yes.
We need you.
No traps? No traps?
I'm a mage.
None that I
hand.
can see so far. But avoid the lights for now.
Yeah.
so I think Toktir, if you look, I'm gonna move you real quick. Yeah, so if you
Yeah.
look at your token, you see how there's like a faint light that appears.
Yes.
So if you do the control and mouse wheel, you can actually move it, and it'll bullseye the location.
Okay.
But yes, as you come in to this room, this sealed crypt, you see in front of you Babushka. It reads, "Here lie the warriors that defend our noble king. Rakim's alive." Also, now all of you see it. These four, I don't know what to call them. These four tiles are all glowing. It's a faint sort of yellowish color. And you see scrawled on top of them different symbols. The one to the most left, you see a hexagon. The one next to that is a square, followed by 2 dashes, followed by a single dash.
I hate to break it to you, fella,
Oops.
but that's an octagon.
That's what I meant.
Okay.
I want to cast comprehend languages.
That's a
as
ritual, right?
Yeah.
Okay. So Toktir sits down, pops out his book. Hey, so for the next 10 minutes, what does everyone else do?
I squat down to get a closer look at the tile in front of me and see.
As
if
you
it's
look
like
at it a little bit closer to it, you can see that these tiles are a little elevated by about an inch off the normal ground.
Jim would like
I wanna...
to scour this area and maybe the previous rooms for iterations of these symbols somewhere else.
Okay.
Hey, maybe these are like pressure plates of some kind.
Oh? Maybe?
So Trina, in that room, you see 3 more sarcophagi. At the bottom, you see what looks to be a porcelain bowl on a bench. And to your north, you see a door, a closed door that almost looks like a cell door in a jail or something like that. And there's this black orb that is emanating this purple glow, and it keeps sort of pulsating. As you get to that point, I need you to roll a charisma saving throw, please. Okay. You hear a voice in your head. And as you feel your mind starting to sort of fog up, you close your eyes, shake your head, and move back a little bit. Make the save.
Okay. That's a no-go. Guys?
Lightbringer like turns his head back while still squatting.
We need to avoid this room.
What happened in there?
There is a creature that is locked up that tried to get me to open a door.
Oh man. Well, that's well, hold on one second. I started like acting like I'm thinking about something, but I'm like messaging to Lid. Hey, there's some guy trying to compel people to open the door back here.
Huh. Very interesting. What does it look like?
Not sure. One of my comrades almost got compelled, but she got out of it just in time.
Perhaps maybe it's some type of specter that guards the tomb. We are, in theory, unwelcome guests to those that rest here, although I know I harbor no ill will to disrupting the slumber of those laid to rest. But I obviously cannot speak the same to you all. Have you touched anything in there? Perhaps maybe broken something of value?
We may have knocked over a couple of vases that had ashes in it, and these cleaning gelatinous creatures came through and were cleaning.
Oh, gelatinous cubes, nice touch. You don't see that in many tombs, and it shows. Very disgusting after many decades of filth and contaminants start to build up on everything. Makes it quite hard for those of living. They have to breathe. Makes it hard for them, too. Luckily, I don't require air, so that is not an issue of mine, but I look forward to seeing this nice, clean, immaculate tomb. It would serve the king of the orcs, I guess, since it is being that of a Luxodon. They were of high nobility, and they like to keep things clean, so it reflects. As for this defender of the tomb, perhaps maybe try to be a little more delicate in your touch. But
yes.
I don't know without seeing, of course.
And there's also, I'm assuming it's some sort of puzzle here. They look like pressure plates, but they're elevated, a few inches above. As I
How about you
like
stand on it, see what happens? I've not been in there myself, so I could not tell you. At this point, Tolktir, you have finished your comprehend language ritual.
Okay.
All right,
Babushka, real quick, you see a golden plated door that is locked. On it, you see on the left door, or the left portion of the door, you see a Luxodon. On the right side of the door, you see an orc, and they have their hands joined together as if they are coming to some sort of agreement or something, greeting each other, something like that.
They're holding hands. How sweet.
I tell Lid, I'll keep you updated if anything drastic happens.
Sure, I guess that works, but I mean, we shall be there in probably a day or two. We're getting closer to finding everything we can in these here tunnels.
Alright. Alright then. Well, hopefully I'll see you here soon.
So other things you notice, obviously there's a couple other pots that are on the ground. There are 2 suits of armor right next to those golden doors. They look to be wielding great swords, and they're made of some sort of splint mail. There's a large, I don't think it's a chandelier, but it's like got a bunch of candles on it. Pretty much like a lamp kind of fixture thing, sitting at the south side. And then Trina, as you're looking around there, you see this sort of like back passage that doesn't seem to really go anywhere. It turns right at the end.
Can I peek around the corner?
Sure.
Slight peek.
And as you look, you see the desk from the entrance of the...
Oh, okay. There's nothing back there, Babs. But don't go into that other room.
Okay.
Jim, as you stand on one of the, or on that tile, it depresses about half of an inch and it turns yellow.
Yeah.
As you get off of it, it remains yellow and eventually turns red, and you are struck with 6
Even,
lightning damage as it shoots out towards you in an arc, as if you made some type of connection to it when you stepped on it. And as you step back on it, it turns from that dull yellow to a brighter yellow again. It then turns red, and it shoots you off of it, doing 12 lightning damage this time, as it forces you off, as it glows red for a couple blinks, reduces or returns back to a dull yellow color, and elevates itself back to match the rest of them.
You guys should stand on
step
those.
on it?
I think I'll pass.
Can I pick up this urn and put it on this?
Did we check those
I'm
urns
gonna
yet?
like leave this room.
Did we
Jim,
check
no!
these urns yet, Brady? Or no?
No, I don't believe so.
Can we check these urns?
Jim,
Sure.
don't go
As
back
you look
there.
at it, now that you can read Orcish, because comprehend languages is all languages, right?
Yeah.
You
Anything
understand
heard,
the
or
meaning of
can I touch it?
spoken. You also understand written languages, but you must be touching the surface. Okay. So Tolktir starts to move his hands and his fingers across the urn. And as you're doing so, it reads, within lies the ashes of the people of Cyrodiil. These people loved their king, and their king loved them back. Rakim's alive.
I look to Babushka and say, I'm not sure if we should mess with the ashes.
Oh,
And then, does the armor say anything?
The armor says, here are the defenders of the tomb, ready to defend their king even in the afterlife. Rakim's alive.
Does the door say anything? Like the golden door?
You look at it and it has scribblings over it. Babushka would have noticed this when she was looking it over. And it says, here lies, or within is the tomb of the king of Ziradel, who brought together two unlikely races into one of the most powerful empires the world has ever seen. Rakim's alive. And as you try to move it, you guys see Trina pushing it and trying to pull it. It doesn't budge.
Is there like a keyhole or something?
Nope. Babushka, you said you were moving an urn onto the crypt, right?
I was.
So as you're moving the urn, it says somewhat of the same thing that Tolktier's urn said, except for it says, here are the Orcish people, the ashes of the Orcish followers of the Ziradel Empire, who, through trials and tribulations, found an undying love for their king. Rakim's alive.
My people.
And as you go to the crypt there, you start trying to find a spot where it'll place, and doesn't seem like anything's suited for an urn to sit on it. But you do see the wording of, here lies the defenders of the Ziradel Empire. Rakim's alive. All of you can roll investigation if you wish.
Rakim's alive.
Okay.
Oh, I forgot I had asked that I look for those symbols somewhere else in the tomb. Was I able to do that?
Yeah, you're able to look around, but you don't see those symbols at all.
I'm trying.
You don't remember
I'm trying to
seeing
see.
them from the direction that you guys came either. What are you saying, Lightbringer?
I was trying to see if, with my investigation, I'm trying to see if there's like any connection between these tiles here and that door.
So as you're looking at it, it doesn't. Maybe they're connected. You're not exactly sure what these pressure plates do, but based on your knowledge of simple mechanisms and stuff like that, you've heard and perhaps seen, especially in Hell, pressure plates, when pressed in the correct order, typically will unlock something. Furthermore, as you're looking around, still sort of glancing at the tiles and back of the door, your eye catches the lids of the crypts, and you notice that their hands seem to be stretched out just a little bit, and they're covered in wax.
Interesting.
Sorry, what? We're covered in wax?
The hands of the crypts.
Oh, the things.
Okay. I want to see if I can burn the wax with my torch.
Okay, you put your torch towards one of the lids, and the wax does start to soften, and then it starts to sort of melt off of it, and doesn't seem to do anything except for melt wax.
Well, from my knowledge here, definitely these pressure plates unlock something, but we need to figure out the correct order. And seeming since, as he points to Jim, Jim has taken a little bit of hurting from it. Definitely, that wasn't the right order.
I climb up on Babushka and belly flop onto the one here.
All right. As he sits on that, it depresses about half an inch, and it starts to glow a bright yellow.
The same bright yellow. I move on to
Correct.
this one.
As you step off of it, it turns red immediately. You take 18 lightning damage.
Oh,
Jeez.
Yikes.
And then this
I'd like
one
to
that he's
enter a
standing
raid
on.
while I'm on this one.
Okay. So Jim starts to scream, ah, or ee, and this tile depresses half an inch, and starts to glow a brighter yellow, the exact same as the tile you had just stepped on, and the exact
Someone
same
else
as
step
when
on
you did.
one.
I'll step on the octagon.
Right, so as all four of you step on the tiles, I believe it was Babushka and then Trina and then Lightbringer stepped on them. All of them glow yellow. Once Lightbringer steps on his, all of them turn red, and all of you take, oh shit, 19 lightning damage. Except for
Damn.
Jimothy takes half of that.
Oh!
Well,
And it forces you off of the tiles.
my bad. All right, we'll start on the octagon.
Hold on,
take
hold on,
this,
hold on.
So Jimothy stands on that and starts to glow yellow.
Oh,
I'm
So-
gonna take my mage hand, right, and I'm gonna press on one of them. Which one do you want me to press on?
Square.
Square.
Okay, I press on the
As
square with
Jimothy
mage
stands
hand.
on there alone, it turns red after a short time, forcing him off. He is blasted with, after his raged 8 damage. And what you're gathering here is there's a time frame after you step on the first one before it detects an incorrect pattern, and it forces you off with this burst of lightning from the tile itself.
I'm gonna mage hand on the octagon. The press
No,
down
the
on it.
square.
Or, well, okay, the
It
square.
looks like we have to hit all 4 of them.
Does anything happen
Well-
when I mage hand it, Brady?
No, the mage hand presses against it, and it doesn't seem to be able to use enough force to press it down.
Have we checked the other rooms around here, guys? I have not seen them.
There's nothing in the back corner.
Nothing over here. Oh, this is back to the entrance.
So we got 1, 2, 4, and 8.
Oh. Okay, so.
Tolktir,
So-
I believe that's your first time walking past the armor. So as you
Yeah.
do, you look at it and you can see the scribblings on the armor in
Yep.
Orcish. And it says, here are the defenders of King Rakim and the Zerodel Empire, willing to give their life, willing to serve their king even in the afterlife. Rakim's alive.
Can I use my mage hand and try to move the armor?
Sure, it doesn't budge.
Okay, I say to everyone else, hey, help me like pull this armor on one of these tiles.
Eh.
I go over there angrily.
Let's just start with this
Done
one.
all of them first except for the square? Or did we do the square too?
I press the square, but nothing happens.
So
with mage hand.
we have to enter an entire code, not just like the first one, then the second one, then the third one.
Yeah, so 1, 2, 4, and 8.
Brady, I'm gonna go back and I'm gonna explore this bowl. Does it say anything or?
It does have scrawlings on it in a language you do not understand.
Damn. Babs,
I'm
come
on
here
the
and
way.
directly come to the right.
With the
Okay.
help of your friends there, Tolktir, you are able to move the armor. It is very
Don't
heavy.
go in the other direction.
It's much heavier than what a mage hand is capable of. Babushka, you see written on the bench underneath the washing bowl, it says something along the lines of, this crypt houses the followers of the Zerodel Empire, and this bowl serves as a wash basin to wash away their sins as they enter the afterlife. Rakim's alive.
Oh. You can wash yourself.
So as you guys start to move the
No
armor
wonder.
closer
Don't
to
get
the
too close to
tiles.
that other door, Babs.
Okay.
I'm going back to this room.
Oh.
Oh shit. I'm apparently running to this room.
Peace, bitches.
I'm gonna grab the thing of water off of here,
Okay.
and I'm gonna bring it back to the bowl. I'm gonna
mage
pour it
hand.
in.
Oh. As I see
As
Trina
you
walking
pour it
over,
in, yeah, go ahead.
I was gonna mage hand her the vial of ashes I picked up off the ground. And say, try putting this in there too.
I think I'm just gonna try the water first, but maybe the ashes after that.
Okay, so as you pour the water in, it starts to glow a bright sort of holy gold color. And the bowl, eventually, the water's in there sort of shimmering or whatever. And eventually it dulls out, but you hear the lids of the 3 crypts behind you open. Just barely. So the stone sort of, you hear it sliding against each other just for a split second. And as you sort of turn around, startled, you notice that they're all slightly ajar, but they're not moving anymore.
Okay. I'm gonna mage hand the closest one to me open more.
Mage hand is not strong enough.
Damn it. Okay. Then, Babs, can I get your help opening this?
Okay.
Okay, so
This
with Babushka, you push it forward, and inside of the tomb you see nothing. It's empty, and it's very clean.
Oh.
Alright, next one.
You push it open, and as the lid starts to reveal what's inside, you realize that there's nothing inside. It's very clean, though. But Babushka, one thing you're noticing is on the inside of each of these is a short sentence. The last one didn't make any sense on its own. This one doesn't make any sense, but it flows into the next one.
Oh. Open the other one.
You push that one open, and it also is empty, but it's very clean. And then you see Babushka, the first sentence, and you start to read it as you walk down the line of all the crypts. And it says something along the lines of, the people may be buried, but the spirits of the Zerodel Empire live on within their king. Rakim's alive.
Rakim's alive.
That sounds kind of ominous. So does that mean he's possessed by a bunch of spirits?
Or he trapped their souls? Oh.
Interesting.
Babushka, actually, since you were at that crypt, roll me a charisma save along with Trina again as you guys start to hear a voice in your head.
Damn it.
So Trina, as you guys are opening it, as Babushka's reading it, Babushka feels this slight fogginess, but she ends up forgetting about it really quickly as she continues to read the rest of whatever these words are inside the crypt. But while that's happening, you're just staring at her, and suddenly you feel compelled to turn around and open the door, in which you do so against your own will.
Lord?
And Babushka, as you finish reading, you turn around and you see Trina start to walk into this faint purple glow. As this ominous orb is standing there, Trina, you come into the room and you stop. And as you're standing there looking at it, you mutter out loud, not on your own, "What is your bidding, my master?" And all of you would hear this as it echoes through the crypt.
Oh, guys.
Me.
Over here.
Drops.
And as, real quick, you guys in the other room, as you hear Trina say that, you start to hear stone as it's sliding against stone. And you see a wall, the entire wall to your left, come down. And in the middle is this sort of statue. It looks demonic in nature. It's got a horned figure that's sort of standing, or it's kneeling, and it's got its hands outstretched. And there are 4 candles around the perimeter of it that are lighting it up with this dark purplish glow. Trina, inside of your head, you hear,
"Bring the orb to the statue. Release me from this prison and you will be rewarded."
Alrighty.
which you start to do.
grab the
Babushka,
orb, yeah.
you watch as Trina goes up and she puts her hands towards this orb, but the orb is sort of like this ball of smoke. And as she does, you watch as her hands start to meld into it. And it looks as if she scoops a little bit of it out and starts to walk slowly towards you.
Oh. Huh? What are you doing?
We
She
hear all this?
continues to walk.
Ah!
I'm assuming
rest
I
of
can't
you-
make any saves or anything. I'm
That is
in its
correct.
trap now. Yeah, okay.
Help me. She's
You guys
crazy.
watch Trina as she starts to walk out of that room. She's got this glob of purplish smoke, and her eyes are glazed over. Almost looks as if her eyes are rolled back into the back of her head. She walks around the pressure plates, and all you hear her muttering is, "He will be revived, and he will be whole."
I try and grab her and restrain her.
Okay. As you get close to the fog, I need a charisma
Like, bring her,
saving throw.
grab her. Bush, where are you going? Get back here.
You go in, you grab her wrist, and she looks at you, and the smoke glosses over your hand for a moment, but it's enough to pull you into its enthralling voice. And as you guys watch Jimothy, he grabs Trina and he restrains her for just a moment before letting go. "Yes, my master." And he starts to guide Trina towards that statue that just revealed itself.
Can I attempt a dispel magic?
Yeah. Go ahead and cast the spell.
Alright. Cast it on Trina.
Isn't it like a radius effect?
I don't really know how
is it?
dispel magic works.
Go ahead and just cast it. I'll read it when it pops in the chat.
It's like
Use one
generic
creature,
magic.
object, or magical effect within range.
Okay,
Yeah,
yeah.
I'll cast without consuming a slot. I did, yeah, good.
So I need you to do... Your casting modifier is charisma, right?
Mm-hmm.
I need you to make a charisma... It's just a charisma... It's not a save, it's just a charisma roll. Because it is not a 3rd level spell. Oh, that's good enough, yep. 10 plus the spell's level, yep. That would have gotten rid of a 9th level spell. Nicely done. As you cast a spell magic, Trina, you suddenly stop and you look and you have this glowing fog in your hand. And you're all like, what the fuck? And you start moving your hands trying to get it off, but it seems to be attached to your hands. You try to sort of wipe your hands off on your robes, and it's stuck to you, this fog. Whatever was controlling you is dispelled, but this fog is not a magical effect. It's almost as if it's some type of... I don't know. You don't know.
Curse!
Jimothy, as you continue to walk, you don't have any of the glowing orb.
Oh. I turned the corner and cast. Is he just moving by himself, not
Correct.
talking? Okay, I'm gonna
Well,
cast.
he's saying the master will be released.
Yeah, I'm gonna cast Wall of Force before he gets to the end of that hallway where it splits off to a bigger part of the room.
Okay. So as he gets to that part and your Wall of Force pops in, he tries to move forward and can't, and he takes out his axe and mindlessly starts to just attack it very, very calmly. So like one swing, he looks at it, swings again, but he doesn't. Oh dear. Let's get rid of that.
Too big.
And he keeps just swinging his axe, and it keeps being repulsed by this wall of force that you've put there. But he doesn't seem to be trying to relent at all, or stop.
Guys, what happened?
Well,
Why am I smoky?
You went in that room and then started walking out. And you and Jim over there started walking towards that statue I'm not gonna look at.
Babs and I figured something out, but then it got a hold of me.
Possession is a hell of a drug. We gotta do something about him.
Ting.
What about that water that cleanses sins?
Well, put your hand in it.
Oh god, I'm probably gonna die. Okay.
And I cast a spell magic on Jimothy as well.
Alright, go ahead and another charisma check for me.
Is the door still open?
The door is still open.
Is the orb back there now?
Yeah, the orb's still there, and it doesn't seem to have reduced at all. That dispel magic does not dispel this effect, unfortunately.
Oh my gosh, is this dominate person? Because holy shit. It's a nasty spell. That's a yes. If I ever heard the silence before.
I'm gonna stick my hands in the clean water.
Okay.
The smoky hands.
So as you do, as you put your hands close to it, the smoke climbs up your arm, retreating.
Okay, I turn around to Babushka, and I say, I need you to hold on to me, okay? And if I start, if you see me do anything weird, just grab me, pull me out of the room, okay?
Okay.
I turn the corner, Brady, and I look at the water bowl, and I'm gonna cast cantrip for shape water, and I'm gonna chase it, chase it up Trina's arm, to the smoke, up Trina's arm, until the water touches the smoke.
Okay. So, as you're doing that, what I'll have you do is a contested dexterity for the water versus the smoke. Sounds weird, but just roll a d20.
D20
That's
high.
it.
Roll it.
So as the smoke is being chased by this holy water, it's quite comical. Seeing Trina like sort of like hold her arms up and be like, "Oh, what's going on?" as the smoke is dancing around her and this water is chasing it. Eventually, you extinguish one of the things of smoke, and in a last-ditch effort, the last smoke essentially leaps from Trina towards you, Tolktir. And I need a charisma saving throw from you, but the water catches up to the smoke mid-flight as it tries to take over your mind.
I don't need a roll, or I still need a roll?
You do need a roll, but the
Okay.
smoke is gone. And Tolktir instantly begins walking
Shit.
towards
Damn.
the
Grab him.
smoke ball. So I'll have
I'm
you
gonna-
do... I'll have you do
Yes.
a athletics or acrobatics grapple check. Both Tolktir and Babushka.
Yeah, grapple him, Babs.
Athletics
Okay.
or acrobatics, or
Yeah.
doesn't matter.
It's your choice, and you would choose your best one while possessed. He's able to slip through your grimy fingers, and he sort of starts walking a little quicker. And as he does, he gets onto the other side, and he closes the door behind him.
God damn it! I had one job.
Shit.
Tolktir,
Lightbringer!
at this point, you actually drop your concentration as well on Wall of Force, and Jimothy, you are free to
No more
move
tink tink.
towards the altar, in which
I don't.
Oh, yeah, you do. Yeah, you do. Lightbringer's save didn't, or his roll didn't work.
I decide not to.
Anyway, Tolktir.
That's what my character would do.
Babs, don't get too close.
Tolktir, you
look at this
grab
orb.
inside, or you put your hands towards the orb, and
Lightbringer!
you're muttering to yourself, "Yes, my master, I will release you." And as your hands go towards the smoke, they fall inside, and you scoop it up. And as you do, you begin to bathe in it, to where
Can I
your
put one on
entire
my mage
body.
hand?
Yeah, you put one on your mage hand. You guys watch as Tolktir starts to walk out of this, emanating this
Wait.
purple.
Can I put some in some vials as well?
No, you wouldn't do that
Oh,
as
okay.
possessed.
Okay.
Back up.
Can I put my mage hand in front of me, like to touch them if they get close?
Yeah, so the mage hand is actively trying to touch you guys with the smoke as he's walking forward.
He's trying to get us.
Is there still holy water in there?
It doesn't seem to be holy anymore.
Shit.
I message to Lid. Oh, it is getting sticky back here.
Well, that's kind of what gelatinous cubes do. They leave behind trails of acid, much like a snail as it's going
what's happening?
across dead
What do we
logs
do?
as it
It's a black
decomposes.
orb, Lightbringer. Get away from him.
I cast a hold person at 3rd level on both
Okay.
Tolktir and Jim.
Just 3rd level that you choose 2 targets, I take it?
Yeah.
Can I counterspell it?
Yeah. Tolktir would counterspell.
Oh, piece of garbage. Oh,
And it's at
also
3rd
counter-
level, which... Oh, and you counterspell his counterspell.
Oh my god.
Damn. Wow, this is getting spicy.
So
Oh,
go ahead
man.
and roll the hold person for
I
me.
counterspell his counterspell.
Yes.
I counterspell the counterspell.
Oh, wait. I forgot. We do wild
Is it
magic
wild
rolls
magic?
on
Yeah.
there.
Yeah.
Let me get the table open real quick because it's been a
Is-
while.
10,000 page table.
Yep.
Now,
Lightbringer.
when we do when this shit happens, does it affect the person that's casting counterspell, or is it the person that's spell?
If it says
was originally cast?
if it says the affected target is whoever the first person to cast counterspell was. So in this situation, Tolktir will be the recipient of most of the effects probably. Lightbringer, roll me a D10,000.
Excuse me.
Oh,
Holy shit.
D10,000.
That is
How do I do that? How do I do that?
That's
Do
wild.
a /R space 10,000, and then enter. Oh wow.
Wow.
Oh wait, my bad. /R space D 10,000. Otherwise, you just rolled a 10,000, which we don't want that effect.
Space.
Yeah.
D10,000.
So yeah, it should pop out with the 6,700. Ah, what? The owner of this chart has made it private. I guess we gotta do it the... Okay, so we gotta do it differently. I'm gonna send you a link. Or actually, I guess I'll just roll it. That'll make it easier. Okay. Let's see. So roll, and it says, "Oh dear."
You can go
The
with
hell?
the big. That's a high roll.
That's a long major that class until A. Okay, cool. So you, as the counter spell happens, there's this magical like burst in the air, and it seems like you feel something strange has happened. Tolktir, all of you feel this, but there's no immediate knowledge of what this effect even is.
Wild.
Wild, y'all. It's wild.
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 Well, do I keep walking?
Do I awaken?
Yeah. You begin, or
That's
well,
you-
actually, you cast Hold Person, so I need a Wisdom saving throw from Tolktir. It looks like Jim failed with a 15 roll. I think. Did you target Jimothy?
Oh, that was a
it?
D69.
I targeted both of them. Well, I didn't target Toktir though.
So I need a wisdom save.
Correct.
Yeah, did pass.
Yeah, both of you, neither of you pass. So you end up holding there. And Tolktir is just standing here. You can hear him sort of like... Same with Jimothy.
Can I reach out with my mage hand and touch Lightbringer?
Yeah. So the mage hand, you notice, Lightbringer, it's holding this globe of shadow, and it starts to come towards you.
That
it's not running.
So cool.
I start backing up.
Globe of shadow.
I'm assuming that's what I need to stay away from.
Yeah.
Son of a bitch. We need to figure out this whole entire situation.
You gotta keep running. I'm still in touching range.
This way.
It's like
Hold on.
More than 30
Hold
feet
on,
away.
I can't move. Babs, you gotta move.
That's...
Yeah. With Babs not moving, charisma saving throw as the mage hand is going after Lightbringer, and it jukes the shit out of you, breaking your ankles and just
ankle breakers.
But the globe of shadow comes out for you. I need a charisma saving throw from Babushka, from Babs.
I'm rolling. Save.
Babushka holds out her hands, grabs this fire. I will do it.
I'm a bitch.
She starts
If I
walking.
failed.
Oh, son of a.
I don't know how to stop her, Lightbringer.
I'm kind of already casted the spell. I can't do it anymore.
Oh,
Oh.
Brady.
Go ahead and roll an extra charisma save.
Come on! Wait, I can do it once more, can't I? Two.
Yeah, you can use it one more time.
A third time's the charm. Oh.
God damn.
Jesus Christ.
Well.
As Babushka gets close to the altar, the shadow, the globe of shadow in her hand, she sort of releases it, and this statue, purple flame begins to burn in the center of both its palms.
Fuck.
As that happens, you all hear a dark cackling coming from the room that this orb was. Babushka, Tolktir, and Jimothy, you all come out of this fog, and you start to sort of look around. You're like, what the hell happened? And Jimothy and Tolktir are still paralyzed from the hold person, but Babushka, you look and you're like, oh no, what have I done?
Oh.
Oh, son of a
Well.
bitch. I dropped the spell.
Finally.
Yeah.
After so long, I've been waiting for this day. You cannot understand how long it has been. King Rakim thought he had me, but I still have aces up my sleeve.
As this voice calls out, you see this shadowy trail start to come out from that room that you guys were in, and then it starts to manifest itself right in front of that altar. Let me... And as it hits that altar, you watch as the stream of shadowy energy starts to just manifest around the statue. The purple flames begin to grow, and eventually you can see the sort of marbled or the stone of the statue begin to crack in various places. And as it does, it's also growing in size. And eventually it starts to animate and move itself. And as it looks at its hands, it clutches it, and with a very powerful motion, it brings its hands to its side, much like Goku going in Super Saiyan, and wings are outstretched and burst from the stone, causing the entire stone to fall and crumble from around this creature. And there you see in front of you, very huge demon.
Oh my god.
Shit.
I must thank you all. This is a very momentous occasion. Rakim had sealed me away using despicable magics. But I knew eventually someone would fall to my call. And that was you all. I appreciate it. And as I had promised, I will gift you power should you so choose. Otherwise, I'll allow you all to live as my saviors. And I'll spread your names from the seven hells to the infinite layers of the abyss, as I call you my champions. Does anyone wish to take this power that I offer and become my eternal servant?
As he says that, he glances towards Lightbringer.
I can do much more than Dissipator ever could. You could serve me instead. He doesn't even seem to bother with you as much. All but forgotten. I could even help to save your daughter from the Shadowfell, if you wish to take my power. Or perhaps you, Trina. Is your soul not tired? Do you not wish to rest? Being incarnated an infinite amount of times from your goddesses to do their bidding, but you're not even able to keep your own memories of past lives. Why do you think Mal is fighting so desperately to make you immortal? I didn't give you that. I could give you so much more than those lesser gods. And Tolktir, don't you wish to have a family of your own? I understand serving your people is a gesture of great pride in the dwarven cultures, but you are no mere worker. No, you are a slave. You do not need to be a slave anymore. You can break your shackles. You could call the shots instead. I could give you the power to do so. I could make you the magister of grudges if you wish. And you could change their perverted ways. Change them to your own liking. Perhaps even change dwarven culture as a whole. I could even make you the king of the dwarves, perhaps. And Babushka. Your people have suffered for so long. They suffered at the hands of the Cyrodiil Empire by the Luxodons that poisoned their water to make them submissive. And now, they've lost their will to fight, even as they're being forced. Hard labor till death. Being sold in slave markets. Being torn away from their families. You may only carry half of their bloodline, but half is good enough. I could give you the power to free them all. But you just have to accept it.
And as this demon starts to sort of look around and pace, he glances over all of you with this smirk on his face.
He doesn't say anything to Jim.
Oh shit! My
Jim's
bad.
just
Hold
there
on.
like-
Yeah, Jim's just
Jim's
like.
too small to count.
Yeah, Jim's just like,
Oh,
oh,
didn't
hey,
see you
what about
there. Didn't see you there, Jimothy. I could tear that hag apart as a service to you. Releasing your family, I could even gift you the name of your wife so that you can free her. If you don't wish for Rusty May to die. But who are we kidding? Of course you want her to suffer as she has made you suffer. I could kill all of them. They cannot withstand the power of a demon lord after all.
You see,
We could free your
Jim,
family.
like,
You go ahead.
oh, you see Jim, like, really, he, like, takes a step forward. You see this, like consideration in his face. I don't know if anybody does anything.
Hey,
Yeah, does
Yeah.
anyone?
What's your
Is-
name, Sir Demon?
Yeah, what are you?
You can call me Sergorius, Demon Lord of the Orcs. They summoned me a long time ago, back when the truth of the Cyrodiil Empire was finally figured out. Although, I'm the one that revealed that truth. I was summoned during the Great Demon Incursion, and I won, becoming the Demon Prince. But unfortunately, Some folks hold grudges, and I was sealed away. But now that I am free, the next demon incursion, well, I need to get prepared for it. And you all could be my champions of this next bout against the other demon lords. Any of you that accept, you will be given glorious powers, unimaginable power. I can gift you with anything you would need in order to fell your enemies. I can make your wildest dreams and ambitions a reality. But you must obviously service under me. You will serve me eternally. But there it is, Trina. Perhaps this is the immortality that Mal wants for you. You serve under me, and eventually we could get Mal to join us as well, and you guys could finally live together, love another for eternity. Lightbringer, you could have the family back that you lost. You could have actual powers. Timothy, you also would be able to save your entire family. Get rid of your enemies to where they couldn't do this to another soul, even if they wanted to. And all the while, I could grant even your children this power, so that you can become the mighty halfling family that you ought to be. And Toktir, the dwarves have been looked down upon for so many centuries. It's almost as if every empire of dwarf can never exceed the limits that are imposed by the other races. Isn't that worthy of a grudge for the entire dwarven people? And you've come to collect. I can give you the power to do so. And Babushka, your people also have lived a very harsh life through the centuries. It's time for the orcs to rise, to become the nobility that they have always been destined.
You mentioned others awakening? That there's more like you out there?
Of course, with an infinite layers of the abyss lies infinite demon lords that rule the layers.
Do you know which ones caused the dwarves to fall so many years ago? If that was the reason they fell?
You see a harsh smile on his face, a crooked smile, and he goes and starts to chuckle again.
Of course I do. But I don't believe I'll be telling you anytime soon. But I could give you the information for a price.
Which would be? Is it?
Well, it seems you're hesitant for servitude. So how about instead? A portion of your soul.
How much we talking here?
He, you see the wide smile cross his face.
Oh, I only need a taste. Perhaps maybe a quarter. The rest, obviously, is for you. I do not need the whole. And this would be enough to allow me passage back to my lair of the abyss. Since I've been trapped here for so long, my powers are slowly coming back to me. Your soul, even a slight portion of it, will help to jumpstart that. And yes, then I will give you the information that you wish. But you're not going to like it.
And aside from you siphoning power from us, what else do you need us for? If we were to serve you?
Why, during the demon incursion, it's a fight for the Prince of Demons. The title itself carries power. But the demon lords themselves do not fight one another. No. That would be much too boring. Why have impressive and empowered figures fighting one another, when they instead could choose champions from the material plane itself to fight on their behalf? And you all seem quite capable. You remind me of a group that I met long ago. A group that hung around with Prince Rakim at the time. They became my champions, and they served me quite well. Enough that I became the Prince of Demons, and took the title away from Demogorgon.
And how are you here?
Well, Rakim betrayed me. But that's a story for another time.
See Lightbringer walk up, visibly shaking and clenching the fists. What will it take?
For...
If I were to join you, what will happen to me?
Well, you would remain as you are. But I would sever your connection to Dispater and take his stead. I would funnel you your powers. And more than likely this would anger Dispater. I sense that the Collector is actually looking for you as well. And I don't believe that I could allow the Collector to take my champion. And Dispater seems to not really mind such a transaction happening. Huh. That's very strange, don't you believe?
I'll look over back at everybody else.
Jim speaks up and says, if you can promise that my family will be released and that they'll stay out of this and remain safe, I'll do whatever you want.
Oh, I can more than promise. I could show you as it happens.
One more thing, and so you said that Rakim and his group, they were your champions, as in they gave themselves up onto you?
Yes. They were chosen by me. I gave them life after it was taken from them. Their souls had chosen me to be their lord. Their physical manifestations probably didn't understand at the time. Most mortals don't when they come back from the realm of spirits. But they did fight for me.
Well, I've already disgraced my tribe before. It seems, I get little to no love in hell.
My man Nate, what's up, dude? How you been?
Lightbringer clenches
Yeah, I've been
fists,
doing
and then
quite well, to
lets
be
go.
honest.
And kneels. I'll serve.
Excellent.
I turn around to Babushka and Trina. And what of you?
So Jim says, I will serve as soon as my family is freed.
That is not how it works, Timothy. Your family will be freed, this I guarantee you.
I
But
need to know
before I
when.
can do that, I have to have you accept our arrangements. Otherwise, I would not have the power to do so.
Where will you go if we don't submit to you now? Will you just stay here?
No.
Oh,
I'll eventually be able to get back to where I came from. And then I will begin the next demon incursion. You all will still be titled as my champions, the Chosen, but you may not have accepted your titles, which is perfectly fine. A demon lord can have as many champions as they wish in the next demon incursion. Demogorgon made it much too easy. I plan to make it much more interesting.
are we technically your champions now, even if we don't agree?
Yes, and other champions will find you and try to kill you, regardless of whether you've accepted your titles or not.
So we're already marked in their eyes and your eyes as belonging to you.
Yes. After all, you all released me.
Do you know a turtle?
He kind of like slants his eyes and is a little confused at your question.
I know many twartles that have been damned. I have seen their souls, I have utilized their souls. But what do you mean exactly?
Anyone of note that would lead us to your direction?
Does he cough?
No.
My bad, yeah. I coughed and still had the voice changer on.
I don't honestly know what it is you're referring to. But I can tell you now I do not have any twartles under my servitude. Do you know of someone that wishes to join them?
Just no, I don't know about join now. But say in the future we change our minds, could we contact you for anything, or do we
Not
have to decide
directly,
now?
but if you wish to join the cause, I will either find you, or if you wish to make a sacrifice in my name, I will know that you've accepted our agreement. A soul is required. Doesn't matter whose, doesn't matter what, race or creed, gender, none of it matters. But the soul itself will be the price that you would pay if you do not accept now.
Jimmy goes on a knee and says, I accept.
Excellent.
So he puts a hand towards Lightbringer, and you can see this dark, shadowy energy starting to emanate from Sigorius's hand, and it begins to swirl around Lightbringer. And then it bifurcates and does the same thing to Jimothy.
Last chance. This power could be yours. I bestow upon you two a gift. And in time, your powers will grow. And you will be given all it is that you wish.
And it costs her entire soul for this.
Essentially, yes, your soul will be bound to me. It is still your soul, but it serves me. And it will
I
for
accept.
eternity.
Does the deal with my goddesses stand between us?
What all do you mean?
Will you make the same promise of protecting my family that they made me?
Why, of course, yes. I would never, ever let harm befall my servants, my champions, if I can prevent it.
So you'll protect my family?
They will be protected.
Trina gets on her knees.
Oh.
The swirl of smoke bifurcates from Jim to Trina.
I look to Babushka.
Well, you'll be able to help me find and free my clan members?
More than your clan members, dear. Your entire people. They're spread across the many island chains, spread across the various empires. Perhaps not on the surface, but they are servants, no, slaves to others. They deserve their rights. They deserve to live freely like they did in the past, and I will make sure they are freed.
I put a couple butterscotch in his hand and then get on my knee.
He
Okay.
looks at the butterscotch, and he conjures a purple flame in his hand that melts them into ash, and then they drift away, and he sort of like shakes his hand as if like he's trying to get rid of the filth. And
I
the
look around.
smoke bifurcates from Lightbringer to swirl around Babushka.
Bring
So
me
it's just
up
me.
here and I'll give you your answer as well. And you can keep your soul intact.
But I won't be able to act against you. I will have to obey everything you say.
Not necessarily. If you do not wish to serve me, I could obliterate you in an instant, if that is what you wish.
I cannot. I cannot serve.
Very well. Do you wish to still give a portion of your soul for the information that plagues your mind about the downfall of the dwarven people through the centuries?
Will I still be bound to you, or will you just take from me and I would go on my separate ways? I will keep my soul.
Very well.
And with those words, the swirling fog around the rest of you, it starts to swirl a little more violently before essentially entering your body. As it's swirling, it starts to little threads start to reach out and touch your skin, and eventually it all starts to meld and join into your very person. And with that, you guys see Sigorius sort of lift his head up, his eyes close.
I can feel it. It's all coming back. What Rakim took from me will now be mine again. And all of your promises will be fulfilled in time. Yes, I will bestow upon a gift to each of you. In due time, you will gain the powers that you seek. To take what it is that you want, what you deserve. I thank you again for freeing me, my champions. And I will be back shortly.
And as he says that, you watch as he starts to dissipate into this purple smoke. And it becomes much like that fog, that shadow fog, and it begins to trail its way to the entrance of the crypt, leaving.
Lightbringer just stands up casually and just cracks his neck. Well, how do you guys feel?
Not great.
Well, should we find that sapphire or what?
Does Beltran disappear?
No, but as you sort of think about that, you're like, oh shit, what happened to Beltran? You look at him and his eyes are a scarlet red now. And he's got these fangs emanating from under his beak. He has horns. And his feathers have turned into more of a sort of fleshy substance.
Like, oh, okay.
But he looks
Can I
at
still
you with
summon
the
my
same
scythe?
admiration as he did before.
Oh, yay!
You summon your
Beltran.
scythe in it too. Have you ever seen the game Soul Calibur?
No.
Oh.
Like Nightmare.
Yeah, Nightmare. Essentially, your weapon has a big old eyeball where the blade emanates from. And as you summon it, it's looking around everywhere, and it looks at you. And it's just got this sort of, like, fleshy...
Oh, okay.
Yeah, it's sort of like the handle's turned into this sort of fleshy substance. It's kind of eerie at first, and a tad bit disgusting, but you're like, whatever. And then the scythe blade is wickedly sharp and serrated, and almost looks as if it drips sort of this like shadowy blood. It doesn't leave a trail or anything, but as the blood droplets hit the tile, it disperses into a small cloud of shadow before it fades away.
Lightbringer like looks at his hand and like tries to conjure some sparks like he usually can, like whenever he's casting spells.
What were your sparks before? Describe them.
Well, it's like to pretty much, you know, show off the magic and whatnot. Because usually, whenever he casts magic, like he goes a little off rails with flame. Whenever he's casting.
Your flames, instead of being a normal sort of like orangish red, are now purple, much like the flames that Sigorius had conjured himself.
A necessary sacrifice.
I'm uneasy, but as long as my family's still protected, then I'm still serving a master.
Does Jim do anything cool?
You guys, I guess you use your like sort of nature magic or something like that. You try it out, and instead of being the greenish color that it was, it's now a purple color.
I wonder if he's gonna show up or if Nietzsche will show up next time I ask.
Time will tell.
Babushka?
Babushka, as you are kind of standing there looking at everyone like get these weird effects going on, you also being able to sort of do like some flame tricks and stuff, you sort of just conjure a lesser effect of it, and it also is tinted purple. And you also notice that when you pull out some of your butterscotch and unwrap them, instead of being the caramely color that they are now a dark purple color. But they taste exactly the same. They're also in the
Great
shape of
butterscotch.
beetles.
Beetles?
Yeah, beetles. Or I guess since we're in a desert tomb, scarabs from the mummy.
You want a beetle scotch?
Yeah, it's a beetle. Yeah, it's a beetle. They're beetle scotches now. I love that.
Beetle scotches.
Tolktir, you obviously have not been changed at all, but you watch as your friends are sort of seeing these new effects, pretty much signifying that they have been bound to Sigorius, just like he said.
I look at Toktir and like start cricking my neck and contorting my body and start walking towards him.
Stand there.
Alright. Act like I'm about to.
I gotta use the
grab him and
bathroom.
eat
I'll
him.
be right back.
I just stand there, just watching.
Horrible.
Damn, you're not scared?
Like,
Shit.
no.
God damn it. Well, man, this Spader is gonna be, oh, he's gonna be pissed. But it is what it is. I have to do what I can. I was already a servant anyway, and I'm already a disgrace. So what difference does it make?
Quite tempting. I'll give you that.
Yeah.
To myself.
I mean, it sounded like we would have been in deep shit anyway with creatures coming after us, at least. This
Either
way,
way.
we now have some of his power to support us.
Exactly. So, not any,
You're right.
don't feel any different than what I already had going.
Yeah, Lightbringer, you're right. I hope I don't end up running into the Morrigan anytime soon.
Yeah. Well, at least you don't already have a archdevil after you.
It's
So,
true.
what difference does it make for me? I'm just a mercenary, a freelance agent at this point. But I'm surprised the rest of you joined. Well, except for you, Toktir.
It's not our way. The dwarves' way to join.
Understandable. These choices are kind of easy for me, considering I've been through it before. No offense to Despader, but he hasn't really been able to help me as of late. He hasn't helped me since he revived me.
Well,
I just worry about what working for a demon's gonna be like.
I'm sure it's not any different than working for a devil. Except, Hopefully he holds up on his word. Otherwise, I'm fucked either way.
I mean, it's definitely going to be different from serving my goddesses, just because. I mean, I just hope. You know me, I don't mind battling and getting into fights, but we don't have to. I hope he doesn't order us to hurt innocent people, because I don't think I would.
And I looked to everybody, well, unfortunately, and I looked at Jim, fortunately, we're about to get stronger fights from here on out. From how it sounds. So we might end up running into one of these, other demon lords, champions. They'll probably size us up. Which,
Hey Robin, thanks for liking the stream. Hope you enjoy.
The random goons I ran into back down in hell. But it might be a bigger war than what we went through down there. Maybe even bigger than what's gonna go up on the surface. But out of our control now. Yeah, I'm like looking at my hands still. But still. Definitely feels different compared to the powers I had before. I don't feel this ominous feeling about me anymore. The heat is gone.
Interesting.
Alright. Well, we gotta find that sapphire, right?
Why can't it ever be like an angel that we set free that gives us power?
Oh, I'm sure even an angel would probably be like, hey, serve me. I could promise you, grace and cleansing of your soul, or something like that.
Yeah, it
I feel like serving an angel would be far more restricting than serving a demon.
Exactly.
I'll be honest, I've never thought about that. Noted.
Wow, you automatically go towards the dark peeps, Brady?
I know, right?
No good guys here.
I've never thought about angels coming out and be like, yo, serve me. Oh my god.
Yeah,
yes,
remembering
yes.
Cassiel? Cassiel,
Cassiel was dope.
Yeah, for like a session.
I'm surprised
Hey,
that
Griffins be wild, y'all.
They be trifling out here.
Especially the ones from The Witcher, like, damn.
God damn it. Well, no. Serving higher powers in general, they always tempts followers, so. I mean, I know it's not bad for me because I'm already doing it, but I can tell it's not the same for others. So it's a big choice. It is what it is.
So, Brady, I wanna look at this this door over here, the golden door. Is there any handles on it, or is it just like a slab of gold?
It's a slab of gold decorated with a Luxodon and orc shaking hands, and it says the Luxodon and orcish people, two completely different peoples joined as one. Rakim's alive. And I know that's not exactly what I told Babushka, but it's roughly the same, so apologies.
I'm gonna stand back, and first I'm gonna try to touch the door and see if I can move it.
You cannot.
I'm gonna stand back, I'm gonna cast telekinesis on door.
Doesn't budge.
Okay.
I know how to open it.
Well, go for it.
Hulk smash?
No. The buttons in the middle of the room.
Oh, well, yeah.
Oh, did we ever try to push that statue on one of these buttons, Brady?
You guys never said that you did. You got it close, and then all the shadow
happened.
fog stuff happened. It was weird.
Okay. Well, I start pushing onto one of them, like the closest one, the octagon.
Okay, so you push it on there, and it turns into a bright yellow color.
I stand back and let's sit there.
And after a few seconds, it turns red, and the thunder shoots and causes the several pieces of armor to go scattering about the crypt.
Can
as
I
it
pick up the
explodes.
helmet
Yeah,
and put it back?
and it doesn't seem to weigh enough.
Can I grab like the chest plate, put it back?
I'll give you that one. You put it
Okay.
down and it
Then
depresses and turns yellow,
I quickly take it off, both pieces.
and then it explodes. And since you're holding it, the electricity goes through you. You'll take a lesser bit of damage from it, but 4 lightning damage as it electrifies the armor and you drop it.
Okay. Take off. I need to take off concentration. Or cancel my telekinesis spell because it didn't work.
I did it for you.
Okay. Well, let us try to open this door then. Or
Do we see any any patterns in this place of 1, 2, 4, 8?
No.
You said we didn't. I couldn't find any of the.
Yeah, you didn't see the symbols anywhere. All of you can roll a. We'll do investigation.
where is that
So
check?
here, we're counting on you.
What?
Damn. God damn.
What?
0. Jesus Christ.
Oh no.
At least it's not negative.
So Tolktir, one thing, now that you've got your comprehend languages up as well, as you're sort of going back around and rereading all the stuff that Babushka's read out loud in the crypt, you end up realizing that the word Rakim's alive has repeated several times, 11 to be in fact. And you don't see any other wordings that repeat themselves as that does.
Oh, okay. Then I'm going to walk around, and then I'm gonna tell Lightbringer, "Hey, get over there, right before the octagon." Okay.
All right.
And then once how fast are these things like light up, Brady, or like shock you? How the duration?
You notice the shock happens within 3 seconds of the improper input being put in.
Okay, so after a second I step on the 2, I want you to step on the 8, okay? For the octagon.
All right.
So I step on the 1, wait a second. Step on the 2, wait a second.
As you step off of the 1, it explodes into lightning damage.
No, silly. We have to stand on all 3 at the same time.
Okay, let's do this again. Someone else get next to this other one. Okay, I'm gonna step on this one. Oh, wait a second.
Come on, Lightbringer.
As you all 3 step on it, they go from the yellow color to a green color. And you hear an audible click coming from the gold door.
Whoa.
Welcome.
Who that?
Ah! I'm just kidding.
I shine my bullseye lantern into the room. Who goes there?
You see
Oh, I found
a
sapphire.
tall,
Yeah.
heavily armored figure with a great sword sort of thrust into the ground, and it looks towards you. You all have come to visit King Rakim's tomb and pay your respects. Leave your offering at the door and be gone.
What's this with offering?
Whatever it is that you wish. Most folks come and bring them their treasures that they no longer need. Or perhaps Some of them give their lives to King Rakim, although he does not wish that. Some of them give their word to serve him.
Uh-oh.
To go and do good. Do right
So-
by the Ziridel Empire.
From what I've gathered is my new patron hates Rakim, right?
Correct.
Okay. I take a step forward and I say, I can offer D's.
The figure just looks at you.
D's nuts. And I teabag the floor.
Oh, no.
And so it is sacrifices you wish to give. I will have everyone roll
I
initiative.
kind of like give a look backwards towards the group, like,
No, just him. Just
Trina
take his
just
nuts.
looks
It's fine.
exasperated.
Mr. Middleman, just take his nuts. That's all. All we gotta do. No need for violence.
He does have plenty of children.
You don't need no more.
And what we'll probably do, because this will be lengthy, is we'll get all the initiative rolls, and then we'll probably call it a session. Nice roll, Lightbringer. Oh my god.
Oh man.
Yeah.
Babushka too.
we're first.
Had to come back from that 0.
Ooh.
Boo indeed.
I've been getting low initiative rolls like for the past 5 seconds.
I vote a reroll.
But yeah,
Man.
we'll have to call the session there, because this is this is definitely going to be a lengthy fight. It'll be fun though.
Or will it be a lengthy
Wish I
fight?
didn't take half of
It's not
the
gonna be
electric damage.
quick for him?
Well, you guys have fought a single character before that was noticeably weaker than some things out there in the world that you fought, and it has taken at least 30 minutes or more. But that's just how D&D combat is, you know. It's especially on a virtual tabletop, it takes a little while, even though a lot of things are automated. Sometimes trying to like sift through your character sheet and click the right button that you want to use takes a little bit. But
The
yeah.
final battle of my campaign took over 6 hours.
Oh,
Damn.
wow.
Damn.
That's a long battle.
Sure is.
They won.
Oh, dang.
One of them died.
Excellent.
Got
As
chopped
is
in half by a
tradition.
frost giant.
Oh,
While in
dear.
the
Sacrifice.
hands of storm giant. He got down. He was unconscious, and he was holding him. And then it's complicated, but the frost giant like fell into this abyss, and the way the this map worked was if you fall into the abyss, you're magically like placed on one of these platforms, and he got placed on the same platform as the storm giant, and he just cut him in half while in there.
Wow.
Damn.
Oh, it was great.
For you, not for him.
He deserved it. Then they revived him afterwards. He went after the storm giant by himself,
Oh yeah,
Oh.
he
Yeah.
deserved that for sure. Yep. 100%.
and it was the upgraded one. Like, he knew that the lightning sword was doing 80 damage a turn. And he's the
Damn.
cleric, and he just walked up there. Okay. Alrighty.
Been asking for death at that point.
Yeah, he was. For sure.
All right. Well, yes.
Do you
Next.
think we were all gonna accept?
No. I actually only thought that maybe one person. I figured Kevin would join old Sergorius. I never expected Kirsten to join Sergorius, given what happened in the last campaign with Sergorius.
That was a different character, though. Trina doesn't know
was.
anything.
You are absolutely correct, but I figured maybe the player would be like, I
Me
hate
as a player would have
Sergorius.
no. I mean, I don't like him all that much, but I'm just glad that it didn't turn out that he ended up being one of my freaking suitors. So,
Noted.
no,
Different.
do not do that. That would be even worse now.
I don't know. I think I can see the roleplay potential.
Sure. Hey baby, you wanna go get pie after we slaughter these peasants?
Want some fuck?
Can you imagine a demon lord hitting on you? Like, what? That'd be funny.
Definitely some
If
weird
only it was
alternate
Demogorgon
dimension.
with the tentacle hands.
Oh boy, that would be
Oh, yikes.
excellent
Brady.
on solving the puzzle. I will tell you the other hint was the fact that Rakim's Alive has 11 letters in it.
Yeah, that's what.
Yeah.
I think we put that together. What?
No,
Did,
I feel like it was a big hint that you just dropped on us.
Yeah, with the 22 investigative, I was like, they might not have like actually kept track of how many times they've seen Rakim's Alive pop up on all this stuff.
Yeah.
So, but it worked. I thought that was fun. That was a good
Oh,
one.
It was
yeah.
fun.
And
Oh,
now
yeah,
we'll
no,
fight.
Yeah, I'd like more dungeon stuff so we can actually, like harder ones where we actually have to think like this. And I think it's a good preparation.
How did you guys like the map? I made that map.
That
You
was
made it?
beautiful.
Oh, really?
Yes.
I liked it.
probably
There
the
was,
best response you could hope for.
Yeah, I know, right? There's a Joe, you should check it out for sure, since you DM. But there's a product on Steam called Dungeon Alchemist, and it's got a bunch of assets, and you can just make your own maps. And then they've got direct integration with Foundry, and so it makes all the lighting and the walls and stuff for you when you import it. It's fucking dope. So I plan on doing that a lot more instead of trying to scavenge the internet finding random maps that kind of work, because now I can actually put my own vision
Yeah, that's
in
cool.
there.
Is it
My-
cost
Yeah,
anything?
My
the new
campaign's
updates
over,
are
buddy.
Yeah,
interesting.
it was $40, but I had gift cards for my birthday.
Is it like for a month or is it every? You just get
No,
the
no,
software?
no. You
or
just it's a buy and you own it.
Is it login or is it just on your desktop?
It's on Steam, so you would need my Steam profile to use it.
Okay.
But I'm pretty sure I
And-
can share my library with you if you wanted.
No, well, yeah, I'm just curious how it would work. But once I get settled into my place, I'd be wanting to do more like of that kind of stuff.
Like making maps?
Yeah,
Okay.
for one. And eventually, I'd like to do some like a one shot or something. Keep saying it, but yeah, I need to actually go and do it. But I have to go down and find a place to live and then move in.
Yeah.
And then moving in takes what, like technically, if you can pump that shit out in a week, but like no one fucking does that.
Yeah, but
What
then
do
you
you
have
mean?
like a bunch of boxes in a room that you don't unpack for like 3 months. It's just-
Yeah, that's that.
Well,
Yeah.
That's because you have to like set a goal for yourself and do like a box a day.
That's-
Yeah. I could do that.
And then it
The
goes
responsible
faster.
thing. But I gotta find a place to live soon, and yeah, I gotta start going down and checking out places.
I'm gonna go in my stream real quick. I'll be right back.
Alrighty, y'all. I'll talk to y'all.
Take it easy,
later.
Joe.
Bye,
Tell
Joe.
Nicole
Have
hello.
a good week.
Bye.
All right, that was a good sesh. Literally did not expect for 4 of the 5 members to join Sigorius and become his actual champions. I would think that after, because they were tired of having to serve more powerful beings. I remember them saying that a lot. And then they did it when they were given a choice. Like, there wasn't going to be any, he does have a really nice, silver tongue. So, obviously, his promises are really great. But it's going to be a while. You never know. You never know. You never know. You never know what's going to actually happen. We'll see. But them purple butterscotches, though. Them beetle scotches, right, Erica? But anyway, it was a good sesh. Hopefully, everyone that came out enjoyed. We will be back next week, same time, same place. And until then, we'll see ya. Peace!